I didn't notice you there. Hello everyone, welcome back to Late Departure. I'm Adam, and as some of you may know, this is my continuing journey to becoming an airline pilot. And as a lot of you know, it's been quite a while since I've been able to publish any videos there. I've mentioned it before, I'll say it again. There's a lot of busy study work that goes on into doing things like the instructor rating or really any part of flight training. And I thought this would be a good opportunity just to show everyone kind of the reality of a lot of flight training. And, it's not a bad thing, but something that a lot of people, it'd be nice if they knew, is that it's not all this fancy, flying around all the time, always getting out, doing the spins, doing the spiral dives, doing all the kind of crazy stuff in the plane. The majority of what we do is study. Right now, of course, I'm doing my flight instructor rating, so I have to basically live by the flight training manual and make lessons. And as you can kind of see here on the front, I will bring you over and you can take a look and see, like I'm preparing some of my lessons. So this is actually a lesson I'm working on now. And to make my life easier, what I do is actually take my previous lessons, and I will always, because we have to do a review to make sure the students understand something, I go back and I do some reviews of things, and I copy and paste them, and then I write the review for the last time using the information from this time, and then I take the information that I get from the book here and I highlight stuff, and then I have to write it in here and get my lesson ready. And then tomorrow morning, early in the morning, so my classes actually, they start super early. I start at 7 o'clock in the morning there, and I do PGI. Now the PGI, for those of you who don't know, that's preparatory ground instruction. That's what flight instructors do for their students. And of course, to be able to do that, you really have to know your stuff. You have to be able to explain all of the factors. And of course, I have the legendary Aaron as my flight instructor there, who's doing the flight instructor rating with me. And of course, he asks very difficult questions, expecting that you know all the stuff, all the things about aerodynamics, about weather, about all the techniques and all those kinds of things. And it's definitely very challenging. So the reality of it is this, I go up, I do fly, as much as I can, but most of what I do is right here sitting at home studying, with the books cracked open, reviewing flashcards and all that kind of stuff. It's not super glamorous and not glitzy, but eventually it'll lead me to the career that I'm kind of going after here, right? So yeah, that's just what I'm doing right now. It's not a long thing. It's not super exciting, but it is what it is. And anyone who's planning to go into flight training, I think it's good to know that you can expect a lot of book work, a lot of study, and you got to really dig into it and memorize and learn as much as you can, because down the road hundreds of lives are depending on you on knowing this knowledge. And if you watch a lot of the other YouTube channels like Mentor Pilot or like any of the flight incident reports or anything like that, a lot of the time these incidents happen because people didn't respond fast enough, they didn't know enough. And I'm not one of the types of people who just wants to kind of slip by and do the bare minimum for my flight tests or anything, as from my PPL and my CPL, where I scored quite high on the flight test exams there. But I did that because I wanted to make sure, for the safety of my future passengers, that I'm doing my utmost to be a good pilot. But in any case, that's it for today. Hopefully, those of you who are already at it are along with me inside. You can see outside today, it's a snowy day, which I love, because snowy days, look at that. I don't know if you can see the snow outside here, kind of falling away there. I just shoveled outside, but it's already snowing quite a bit. But for those of you who are at it and doing your flight training, I'm hoping your studying is going well, that you're having a good time with it, and as a result of all that study, that you're doing really well in the air as well. But in any case, as always, I'm Adam. Thanks for joining me on my late departure, and remember, it's never too late. See you next time.